some things are unusual, and that is why it's remembered. We start off for the Jaipur at around 9 p.m. from the Dhol bus station, and 2 a.m. is the time when we reach Jaipur, the place we are going to stay for the next 2 days. And it's the place where my elder brother lives. And when we reach the place, and mother and father are also there, and everyone is awake except those two little kiddies who are supposed to be sleeping. And we had some sort of refreshment even at that time, and now we take the rest, and we do not know when we fell unconscious. And probably it was the tiredness for the 2 days. And as we wake up in the morning, we plan where we can actually check out the places which are yet to be visited. And my father had a different plan, because he has seen most of the prominent places of worth visiting, and now he is starting some Baudi, the stepwell kind of structure that was quite prevalent during the ancient times, and it used to ensure that the water is recharged into the groundwater level. A great concept, right? Because water is something which can be truly said to be the lifeline of a place. Civilizations have survived along the rivers. In this valley civilization, next in this, Egypt, Nile, right? Anyways, so me and my wife planned that we're not going to visit something that is far off and is not feasible. So then go my father, mother, and along with my elder brother, me and my wife goes to Albert Hall that was left during last visit. And oh, lucky us, that is the World Tourism Day, or the Tourist Day probably, and there are no tickets. So all the sites that are owned by Archaeological Survey of India are allowing us, in fact welcoming the tourists to just enter smiling and just put on the mask and do visit, come and you're welcome. So what can be it's a lovely day, and we see the mummy that comes from, I think, 2000 BC. So overall it makes the age of around 4000 year, and there is an X-ray that was done in 2011 of that mummy. And what wonderful technology. Even at that point in time they had an understanding what could actually prevent it from decaying, and they had this belief in afterlife. And now there are all sorts of collection of weapons, armories, and the traditional outfits, and other glassworks, and all sorts of things that they come out. And there is a Jew that has been now most of which has been shifted to another location that is quite far off from the main city. It's around 1780 kilometers. The one that still remains in the main city is the smaller one, and most of the birds are now left here, apart from crocodile, alligators, and ostrich is the one which I'm loving it. And Emu, such a cute fellow. She came near to me and was, I think, expecting that we give her something. And she was exactly the way I'd imagined. I think I've seen her before, but anyways. And now as we come out of the zoo, we ask from them, which is your next destination? And we next we go to Billa Temple, and this is where we are supposed to meet, and we wait for them for around 1 hour. And the weather goes lovely. It's raining like hell, and they say it's desert. Seriously. Yes. Now we meet together, have a walk around the temple, and as we come back, there we are in the restaurant, about to feast. And what can be more lovely than having a delicious thing in front of you when you had a really hectic day? you're drained of energy, and now there's something which is about to charge you up with one of the best tastes. Taste is something that actually motivates you. So it was a day well spent and worth recalling time and again. So that's all from my side today. There you go. Bye. Take care.